Let's find the missing sides of this triangle. Again, it's a right triangle. If you have a right triangle, you can use all of your trig functions, sine, cosine, tangent. All right, we are given that angle B is 23.8, and we're missing angle A. So let's start out with finding angle A. Well, angle A plus angle B plus angle C adds up to 180 degrees. Angle A is the angle that I'm searching for. Angle B is 23.8, and angle C is a right angle, which is 90, equals to 180. When you add together 23.8 plus 90, you end up with 113.80. So angle A plus 113.80 equals to 180. Subtract 113.80 from both sides. Subtract 113.80 from both sides. So 180 minus 113.80 gives you 66.2 degrees. So we found angle A to be 66.2 degrees. Now, we know that angle B is 40.5. So we're missing A and we're missing C, and we will need to approximate those two values by rounding them to the nearest two decimal places. Okay, so we could use either angle A or angle B and create a proportion. Being that I used angle A in the first one, I'm going to use angle B in this second problem here. All right, I am searching for, let's search for C. I know B. This time I'm going to set up a proportion to find C. Okay, so angle B, what's the relationship with angle B and side B and side C? Well, side B is opposite angle B. Side C is the hypotenuse of angle B. So what trig function can we use that involves opposite and hypotenuse? That's going to be sine. So I'm going to set up my proportion. Sine of B is equal to B over C. Sine B is equal to B over C, opposite over hypotenuse. So angle B is 23.8 equals to, side B is 40.5, and C is the side that I'm missing. So I've set up a proportion. Sine 23.8 is over 1. Let's cross multiply. So I have sine of 23.8 times C is C equals to 40.5 times 1 is 40.5. Divide both sides by sine of 23.8. The signs cancel. So C is equal to 40.5 divided by sine of 23.8. And we'll need to round that to two decimal places. So I end up with 40.5 divided by sine of 23.8. When I do that, C equals to 100.36. So let's do the approximation. C is equal to 100.36. So C is 100.36. Okay? Now, I know C, so the only side that I'm missing in my triangle is A. Well, if I use angle B, side A is adjacent to angle B, and I'm not going to use the side that I just rounded because that's an approximation, and in the Math Excel, it might not give you the exact answer they want if you use a value that you have rounded yourself. So you always want to go back and use what you were given, side B. So what relationship, if I use angle B, is side B? Well, it's opposite. What relationship is angle or side A to angle B? It's adjacent. Okay? So, with angle B, I have opposite and adjacent. Therefore, that is tangent. So, tangent of B is equal to B over A. Tangent of B is opposite over adjacent. Okay? So I've got tan B is equal to B over A. We know the angle B is 23.8 is equal to, we know B back up here is 40.5, and I'm solving for A. So I've got a proportion. Let's cross multiply. I have tangent of 23.8A equals to 40.5. You cross multiply. Tangent of 23.8A equals to 40.5. Solving for A, divide both sides by tangent of 23.8. The tangents cancel. So punch in your calculator. 40.5 divided by tangent of 23.8. And we will round it to 2 decimal places. So A is approximately 91.83. Actually, the calculator says 91.8257. Well, this is 2 decimal places. So does 2 need to stay a 2, or does it need to become a 3? Well, you look to the digit to the right. If it's 5 or greater, 2 becomes a 3. If it's 4 or less, 2 would stay a 2. So I've got a 5, so this 2 does become a 3. So A is approximately 91.83.